I guess we're going. I'm just gonna turn on a fountain. Howdy, if it isn't my good friend who trusts me. This is Papyrus, your also mutual friend. Alphys and I finished our training early. Very early. So I sent her home. Very home. Now, I feel strongly, and for no apparent reason, you should also go. There. To her lab. House. I have only good feelings about this. Goodbye. That doesn't sound suspect at all. Okay, so back to Alphys's lab. My voice is gonna hate me by the end of this.
At least we're gonna finally get this over with.
Well, before we go too much further, let's make sure I have enough space on my hard drive. I have enough space on my hard drive.
Okay.
How is it only taking 20 gigs for 40 minutes? Jeez. I forget this game isn't too detailed, and my recording software actually recognizes that. Yep, off to Hotland. We're not going to be snowed in today. Well, yes, I can engage interruptions as well as bad puns. That doesn't make them good.
We're almost done. Can't wait.
Yeah, we've got at least an hour. Actually, are we just going to knock it out today? I wouldn't be averse to that.
Yeah.
Come again sometime. Tra-la-la.
Which means I'll have to go get my...
Nothing to worry about here. Just the brother mentioning he needs to get his work schedule. And then figuring out what we're going to do. I don't know. We probably will have enough time. Yeah, they don't close for a while. Either way, we've got important video game matters to see too. Alright, message crumbled up in the trash can. It's in a strange kind of handwriting. It says, I know what you I know what you did. I know what you did. What did... Huh? It's a note from Alphys. Read it. What if was Flowey? Could be. Hey, thanks for your help back there. You guys, your support really means a lot to me. But, as difficult as it is to say this, you guys alone can't magically make my own problems go away. I want to be a better person. I don't want to be afraid anymore. And for that to happen, I have to be able to face my own mistakes. I'm going to start doing that now. I want to be clear. This isn't anyone else's problem but mine. But if you don't ever hear from me again, if you want to know the truth, enter the door to the north of this note. You all at least deserve to know what I did. That's all she wrote. Alright, now you get thrown into another pit of interesting. That's all I dare say. Warning, warning. Elevator losing power.
Uh-oh.
EM tether stability lost. Altitude dropping.
Uh-oh.
Kaboom. Fortunately, you're a determined human. Welcome below. Entry number 1. This is it. Time to do what the king has asked me to do. I will create the power to free us all. I will unleash the power of the soul. Entry number 2. The barrier is locked by soul power. Unfortunately, this power cannot be recreated artificially. Soul power can only be derived from what was once living. So, to create more, we will have to use what we have now. The souls of monsters. Entry number 3. But extracting a soul from a living monster would require incredible power. Besides being impractical, doing so would instantly destroy the soul's host. And, unlike the persistent souls of humans, the souls of most monsters disappear immediately upon death. If only I could make a monster's soul last. Entry number 5. I've done it. Using the blueprints, I've extracted it from the human souls. I believe this is what gives them their souls the strength to persist after death, the will to keep living, the resolve to change fate. Let's call this power determination. And yes, I am aware that it went from 3 to 5. You'll see the other entries later.
This is how we get the true ending, isn't it?
Yep. Also, if you need any health items, that will give you potato chips. And honestly, I'd recommend it.
How strong are they?
They are better than your dog salad. Well, we may not be able to generate an infinite amount of them, but at least they're there. And better. That's fine. No response. There's no signal down here. So they're more consistent than your dog salad, I'll say that much. I don't know, you should probably just use the dog salad just because you have it. I don't know how much gold you have. Or you can save that for later encounters, but either way. I will say that you don't have to worry about the dog residue anymore. Unless you absolutely need it if you run out of gold.
Yeah, part of why I'm hanging on to some.
Yeah. So, shall we carry on? You don't have any gold left for it, so maybe grab one of the dog salad. Alright, let's go investigating.
Why don't I save again before I do?
Okay, fair point. But, well...
Left or right?
Doesn't matter. You couldn't go right anyway. Entry number 6. Asgore asked everyone outside the city for monsters that had fallen down. Their bodies came in today. They're still comatose, and soon they'll all turn into dust. But what happens if I inject determination into them? If their souls persist after they perish, then freedom might be closer than we all thought.
She's gonna sacrifice herself to get everyone out, isn't she?
Entry number 9. Things aren't going well. None of the bodies have turned into dust, so I can't get the souls. I told the families that I would give them the dust back for the funerals. People are starting to ask me what's happening. What do I do? Some kind of operating table. It's sticky. You turned on the sink. You turned on the sink. You turned on the sink.
Uh-oh.
That's fun. Something drew near. No data available. Have fun! Well, you're already doing a better job at dodging them than I did, but nobody came. Let's see what else you can do. You take out your cell phone. You can hear voices through the receiver. Come join the fun. Careful. Ooh. Eat the chips. Potato chips. Chisps. Lorde ipsum docet. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Okay, I've got a phone. I might as well. Lorde ipsum docet. Come on. What have you done thus far?
Join.
Alright then. But nobody came. What if you refuse? Oh well. Because I remember refusing because I got freaked out by them. So, I think that's how we get a win. Seems like it doesn't care anymore. Alright, we're out. Alright, Laura, oh, of course the first link leads back to Undertale. Why am I not surprised? Okay, what's that? There's a red key lying in the sink. You took it and put it on your keychain.
So I did have to fight. I don't.
There's a note on the ground. You can't make it all out. Drain. Dropped it. That's all you could read. Click. The red key fits perfectly into the slot.
Guess I can go right now, huh?
Huh. Yeah. Okay, so as far as I can tell...
Oh, I need a few more keys, don't I?
Yep, that's what your end goal is right now. Oh, what's that? Power room. Well, that tells you all you need to know. Get in there. Entry number 12. Nothing is happening. I don't know what to do. I'll just keep injecting everything with determination. I want this to work. Also, before you read this, apparently Lord ipsum docet translates to something along the lines of join pain itself. I'm not entirely sure what that would mean. One of the bodies opened its eyes. One of the bodies opened its eyes. It's an empty dog food bowl. Seems like a comfortable bed. Lie on it. Cue the brother being uncertain of himself. Something's gonna happen, I will say that much. And I think it'll be enough to pique my brother's curiosity as to what exactly it is. What do you think it is? I'm surprised you haven't panicked yet.
It's tucking me in.
Yep, these are still monsters. They still have their...
Soul.
Humanity isn't quite the right word, but I think you get the point.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all. So, that should tell you a little bit more about what we're dealing with.
Okay, save point.
Yep, you're good. What's that? The clock is broken. It's a fake plant. Entry number 14. Everyone that had fallen down has woken up. They're all walking around and talking like nothing is wrong. I thought they were goners.
Which way, left or right?
You choose. Entry number 15. Seems like this research was a dead end, but at least we got a happy ending out of it. I sent the souls back to Asgore, returned the vessel to his garden, and I called all of the families and told them everyone's alive. I'll send everyone back tomorrow. No, 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 no!
Something happened.
Yeah, you've seen what happened. Yep, it's a fake out. I hated that part. I might stitch in my reaction if I'm not being lazy. The problem is I'm gonna have a mega session to edit, and I don't know how lazy I'll probably will want to be lazy.
What's that?
What's that? Smells like sweet lemons. I will admit I can't remember what to do. You hum a familiar tune. Lemon Bread's body shakes. Welcome to my special hell. Okay, go for the gap in the teeth. Preferably without hitting the teeth. Ooh. I think you can go one more round. You flexed your arm. Lemon Bread's muscles shakes. That's what they all say. Yeah, you actually have to go down when it's on the ground. There you go. And again. Good. Do what you need to. You'll have plenty of healing.
Like sweet lemon.
Bread B. Lemon Bread seems to remember something. I've felt this before. Okay, I don't remember seeing this. Huh. Could this be goodbye? Wow. You made it through on your first try. Jeez, I did not. Oh, it was a useless 2 gold salad. I will say that you can't get... Well, you can get ambushed, but you won't run into the same monster twice. At least we've still got the dog residue in case we need it, but I assure you that it will not be necessary at the last part. DT extraction machine. Status inactive. What's up here? Oh, I remember this part. There's a note on the ground. You can't make it all out. Under sheets. That's all you could read. There are a bunch of VHSs. Seems like it's mostly cartoons of some kind. There's a VHS player with a few tapes picked up beside it. They seem to be labeled in a specific order. Will you watch one? Alright, this is gonna explain a little bit about... Psst! Gore! Hey, wake up! What is it, dear? And why do you have that video camera? Remember, I'm not having any noise here. It's fine. No, you hear it. It's more important for you. Shush, I want to get your reaction. Gory, dearest, what is my favorite vegetable? Carrots? Carrots, right? No, no, no. My favorite vegetable is edamame. Get it? Go back to bed, dear. No, no, not yet. Now, if I were a dog, what breed of dog would I be? I don't know, honey. What kind of dog would you be? I would be a Pomeranian. Ho ho ho. You sure are excited to have this child. You know, if you keep making jokes like this, one day you could be a famous mom idiot. Well, I am going to bed. Hey, come on, Tori. That one was funny. Hahaha, I know. I am just teasing you. Good night, dear. Good night, honey. Oh dear, perhaps it is too dark in here for the video to come out. Choose a tape to watch. Okay, Alaric, are you ready? Do your creepy face. Ah! Oh, wait, I had the lens cap on. What? You're not gonna do it again? Come on, quit tricking me. The look of confusion says all. Howdy, Alaric. Smile for the camera. Ha! This time I got you! I left the cap on purpose! Now you're smiling for no reason. What? Oh, yeah, I remember. When we tried to make butterscotch pie for Dad, right? The recipe asked for cups of butter, but we accidentally put in butter cups instead. Yeah, those flowers got him really sick. I felt so bad. We made Mom really upset. I should have laughed it off, like you did. Anyway, where are you going with this? Huh? Turn off the camera? Okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm not gonna say
What
anything.
if I was at...
He's starting to put it together. I don't like this idea, Alaric. What? No, I'm not... Big kids don't cry. Yeah, you're right. No, I'd never doubt you. Never. Yeah, we'll be strong. We'll free everyone. I'll go get the flowers. I'm not gonna connect 2 and 2. I'll let you do that. Alaric, can you hear me? We want you to wake up. Alaric, you have to stay determined. You can't give up. You are the future of humans and monsters. Psst, Alaric, please, wake up. I don't like this plan anymore. No, I said I'd never doubt you. 6, right? We just have to get 6. And we'll do it together, right? I think you can guess what happened.
Yeah.
The first human poisoned themselves. I've been researching humans to see if I can find any info about their souls. I ended up snooping around the castle and found these weird tapes. I don't feel like Asgore's watched them. I don't think he should. Probably not. Because the implications of that's not good. I can't see anything in here. Head back. You'll need to do something else before you come back in here.
Yeah, inject the yellow key.
You'll see.
Now
Well, keep exploring around. You'll figure it out.
Now I think the flowers, the green key is in the, or the yellow key at this point is in one of those beds.
Yep, that is reasonable to assume based on what we saw from that hint. So, I guess we'll look there then. One of these things is not like the others. Come on, that was a dead giveaway! One of these things is not like the others!
I know.
One of these things is not like the others! Admittedly, I stumbled onto it by accident, but you get the point. The pillow was under the sheets, instead of over them. Alright, the yellow key fits perfectly into the slot. And then my brother taking a gander at something.
Left, right?
Nope. You need to figure out something else first. It's a little too foggy in there.
If only I had a Pokemon that knew Flash, I could find my way around.
This isn't Le Pokemans.
I know.
Entry number 11. Now that Metaton's made it big, he never talks to me anymore. Except to ask when I'm going to finish his body. But I'm afraid if I finish his body, he won't need me anymore. Then we'll never be friends ever again. Not to mention, every time I try to work on it, I just get really sweaty.
Is there a key this way?
There's a switch on the wall. Press it. Alright, that got rid of the fog. But... nope, can't get past it. It's the amalgamate! It's unclear how many dogs this counts as. Have fun dodging. Amalgamate is too far away to pet. You just pet the air. Okay, so it's a similar method to the greater dog, I will say that much. Ooh.
Smells like a bunch of dogs. You call the amalgamate. It bounced towards you, flecking a strange liquid from an orifice.
Huh, somehow that worked. Cool. Although you might want to have a healing item, depending on, given how you handled the last bit. Alright. Be fine. There you go.
Is
Now,
that close
you've
enough?
beckoned it, so now what do? You pet the amalgamate. It convulses rapidly, then calms down. It rests quietly on your lap for a moment. Suddenly, it shoots away and crawls wildly on the walls. Amalgamate is striking the wall with its paws. I think it's paws, anyway. So, you've beckoned it, you've petted it, now what? You throw your weapon into the corner of the room. The amalgamate brings it back to you. Proudly? Okay. I think you only need to do one more thing.
Pet?
Yeah. You pet the amalgamate. It starts to generate a stage 1 happiness froth. Oh crap, I was wrong. Last time you should take my word on anything. If this kills you... Jeez. Now this is definitely the last thing. But, do what you want, feel like it's best. The potato chips. Chisps. Okay, keep moving to the side, move to the side. There you go. Ouch.
Pet?
Pet. You pet decisively. The amalgamate seems to be satisfied by all this. Androgyny is contented. Alright, you've dealt with the fog. And one of the amalgamates.
There's more than one, isn't there?
What do you think you've been dealing with? You've been dealing... Because, well, think about what you fought. Well, something which you're unsure about, and a combination of what seems to be a number of monsters, and then what appears to be a combination of a bunch of dogs. What do you think that means? Entry number 19.
The families keep calling me to ask when everyone is coming home. What am I supposed to say? I don't even answer the phone anymore.
It's a refrigerator. It's empty.
It seems to contain samples of some kind. Entry number 20. Asgore left me 5 messages today. 4 about everyone being angry. One about this cute teacup he found that looks like me.
Thanks, Asgore. It's a refrigerator. It's empty. I spend all my time at the garbage dump now. It's my element. There's nothing in it.
Then why is it twitching?
I'm not gonna give that away, no matter how many times this stupid thing cuts off.
There's the real one. It's so cold. Like it's losing itself. No. It smells like salty slush. You told a bad pun about snow. Her expression starts to shift. Haha. You told a bad pun about snow. Her expression changes more.
This is relatively easy.
Yeah, well, it did say in the check that she's completely calmed down. Well, it did say in the check that she was losing herself, so there's the blue key. Going on classic FPS. Oh, that's where the green key goes. So there was the hint behind, I think, curtain, I think is what it says. Curtain. Okay, just curtain.
Oh, it's telling us where to look for.
Yeah,
those
that's why we
specific
checked.
keys.
Yeah, that's how you knew to look under the sheets. Alright, so there's one last place to check. And now that you have the blue key,
You can go do the thing at the other thing. Or the final thing, I should say.
We may finish sooner than I thought.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
you even need the dog residue anymore, I think. Entry number 7. We'll need a vessel to wield the monster's souls when the time comes. After all, a monster cannot absorb the souls of other monsters, just as a human cannot absorb a human soul.
Oh.
So then, what about something that's neither human nor monster?
There's gonna be a hybrid, isn't there?
Entry number 10. Experiments on the vessel are a failure. It doesn't seem to be any different from the control cases. Whatever, they're a hassle to work with anyway. The seeds just stick to you, and won't let go. Golden flowers. Another amalgamate. Oh, it's just a bunch of text overlaid with itself. Oh dear. Okay, nothing happens this time, but things are about to get a little silly. So, what do? You wash your hands. Nothing happened.
You hum a familiar tune, but no one heard you.
Mind the gap. You did something mysterious. Combo recognizes it as more to learn from this world. You kneel and pray for safety. It remembers its consciousness.
One of these days he may actually pick something. Maybe.
Is it worth a try? You pick on Reaper Bird. Reaper Bird seems to remember something. Someone finally gets it. Rabbit courage. Reaper Bird seems placated. Guess you had to go through all of those options for it to remember everything. Can't remember exactly what you need to do, but either way. Alright, there's for the blue. And okay, just cold, so I think that's self-explanatory. Alright, that's all the keys. Let's go back to that door.
And save when I get there, because I know there's a save point there.
And from there, I will say that you don't need any more healing items from anything. It's still working, we're good. It's still flashing. Well, here, let me check anyway. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we've been at this for a while. Jeez. Another elevator.
Guess that takes me
Seems
out
to
here.
be turned off.
I'm guessing the elevator takes me back up.
You'll see. Yeah, so those two aren't working. Maybe if we get the power back on.
It seems like this controls the elevator's power. Turn it on.
Uh-oh.
Hey, stop! I got you guys some food, okay? Really? Sorry about that. They get kind of sassy when they don't get fed on time. I think they smelled the potato chips you had. And Anyway,
The power went out, and I've been trying to turn it back on. But it seems like you were one step ahead of me. This was probably just a big inconvenience for you.
but I appreciate that you came here to back me up. As I said, I was afraid I might not come back. But that's not because of these guys or anything. I was just worried that I would be too afraid to tell the truth. That I might run away or do something cowardly. I will say, in the ending I got, I'm pretty sure Alphys committed suicide.
Ah.
I suppose I owe you an explanation. As you probably know, Asgore asked me to study the nature of souls. During my research, I isolated a power I called determination. I injected it into dying monsters so their souls would last after death.
But the experiment failed. You see, unlike humans, monsters' bodies don't have enough physical matter to take those concentrations of determination.
Their bodies started to melt, and lost what physicality they had.
Pretty soon, all of them test subjects had melted together into those. Seeing them like this, I knew
I couldn't tell their families about it. I couldn't tell anyone about it, no matter how much everyone was asking me. And I was too afraid to do any more work, knowing everything I'd done so far had been such a horrific failure. But now I've changed my mind about all this. I'm going to tell everyone what I've done. It's going to be hard, being honest, believing in myself. I'm sure that there will be times where I'll struggle. I'm sure there will be times where I screw up again. But knowing deep down that I have friends to fall back on, I know it'll be a lot easier to stand on my own. Thank you. Come on, guys. It's time for everyone to go home. Okay, so this gets into a couple of things. And I think the only thing I'll focus on now, if you just stop for the moment, is from what I know about Alphys, she's... Well, I'm trying to think how best to describe it, because a lot of the focus around Alphys has been her dealing with social awkwardness and whatnot, so I think Tumblr latched onto her more so than any other character because of that, and because she tended to be more reclusive, having trouble interacting with society,
And of course, it cut me off mid-monologue. So the main thing I was talking about is that because I killed Undyne, I got a very different ending, where because Toriel was also dead, Metaton basically took over, and it was heavily implied that Alphys either ran away or committed suicide. So I think the point I was trying to bring up is that if we hadn't gone down here, and if we hadn't befriended Undyne, it was very likely that the cowardly thing she might have done would have been suicide. What fun!